Alright, so this is the project for today. I'm going to upgrade the battery's charging system for that John Deere ride-on toy. Here's the original battery. I had an extra battery that was bad, and then here's the old charger, and here's an old bad, this is like a thermal fuse that they use. This one is bad, and this battery is actually still pretty good. However, we're going to upgrade it to this battery, which is a brand new one from Amazon. It's a generic UPS battery. There's the model number. I'll have a link down in the description for you. So what we're going to do is swap this out. This connector is kind of bad, so we're going to switch this connector out for this connector. Hopefully that'll work a little bit better. There's no bare wires there. And then instead of using the original factory charger, which is kind of a pain in the butt, you have to, so this battery's in here, and you got to disconnect this and then plug these two in after you open the door. And then there's actually like a little bar in there too that's supposed to be holding the battery in. It's not impossible, it's just it could be more convenient, and it could be a faster charge. So that's why I got this. This is my battery charger for cars and whatnot, but it also does batteries like this, and it actually comes with a hardwired adapter here. So this plugs into the charger, and what I'm going to do is hardwire in the charging wires, and then we're just going to take this cable and hang it out the side here of the ride-on toy, John Deere ride-on toy. So hopefully we're just going to have this just hanging out like so, and then that way what I can do is just when my son pulls this in, I'll just be able to take the other end of this plug it in, and then it'll be charged up. And no problem. And hopefully it'll charge a little bit faster. The other one takes quite a bit of time to charge. This one, hopefully you can charge it in a couple hours. So if we go for a ride in the morning, we'll be able to go for a ride in the evening then too, and have a full battery. So that's what I'm going to do. I'm actually going to twist all the connectors together and solder them also, so that we have nice connections here. So hopefully this will all work out nice and easy. Alright, let's take a look at the splice here. I'm going to fill those up with solder, and we should be good. These are by far the most unsatisfactory solders I've ever done. That thick gauge wire is just sucking all the heat out, so it's getting real hard to solder it. But that'll work for our purposes, and let's put it back together with lots of electrical tape. Alright, let's assemble this thing. Boom, boom. Oopsies. I broke the connector on that a little bit. Okay, not the way to go with that, whatever. Make sure these are real nice and tight on here. It's on the negative, it's on the positive. Alright, there it is. Let's go get the battery in the John Deere here. Alright, see what we got here. Ba-ding. Alright, that goes way back there. Oh, so let's pull this out here. Alright, so the cord down the middle there. Let's see if I can get this bar in here. I never put this bar in here because it's always such a pain in the butt. But since we're not taking the battery in and out anymore. There we go. Okay, cool, cool. Let's see if we can tuck this back here. I just will hang this out the front, honestly. Alright, so we're going to plug this in first. Okay, good. A nice click. Alright, cool. And then honestly, I think I could just hang this wire out the side here. Doesn't need to be quite that long. Actually, let's run it on this side. Alright, so we're gonna put the wires up in here. And that through here. Alright. There's actually a little screw here I could probably put in up here. But we're just going to leave that. And we're just going to take this out. Slide on there? Don't. Actually, it'd be really nice to run out the side and just have it hang out the front right here. I think that'd be best. Let's go ahead and reopen that. Let's run this over here. Alright, so we got pretty happy with this. That'd be good wiring. Oh, right there. Cool. Let's just go get a zip tie for that. Here's what we got. Just gonna zip tie this guy on here. Cool. That should not get in the way or do anything. Cut that off. I'll move the sharp edge down here so my son doesn't get it. Oh man, it's so nice. It'd be nice to put a screw in there, but yeah, I think that's about it. Alright, let's test it out. Alright, and alright, cool. If the polarity was wrong, this would actually tell you. And it says 12 volt standard, and we're charging at 13.3 volts. Saying the battery's half charged, but it's going to figure out that the battery's pretty full, and then it'll turn green, and then it'll actually just go into a maintainer mode at that, which is going to be kind of nice because then you can just leave it plugged in. The other one, I'm not sure exactly what the other one, the stock charger does. So it might get to the full point and then keep charging. I kind of doubt that actually, because it does switch a light. So you would hope that it would not overcharge the battery. So, but this one should be able to charge this battery quite a bit easier and faster. and it should just be nice for us because we'll just have to plug this in now versus opening this up, technically taking the bar out, and then, or actually even leaving the bar in, and then unplugging the connectors and plugging the new connector in. It's gonna be nicer like this. So, and it'll just be charged and ready to go a little more often. A couple times it's been dead while he wanted to ride, so, and I like to encourage him to play outside as much as possible, so this should help that. So anyway, up here. So there it is. That'll be the setup. I will leave links in the description for everything here. This is actually from Harbor Freight. I'll try to leave another one from Amazon down on the bottom there. Otherwise, try to use the 20% off coupon if you go to Harbor Freight and get this. It brings it down to a much more reasonable price. I will leave a link in the description for the battery. The battery is an off-brand one. It should work just fine. If it doesn't, I will update the video in the description and let you know. But the Perego ones, or whatever the hell that's spelled or pronounced, is around like 70-80 bucks. And this one, I believe, was $27 shipped. So you can just open it up like I showed you. If you don't want to hook this up, that's fine. You can actually just get the battery in here and just put it in the other case, and you should be ready to go. If you are having an intermittent problem where you can drive it for about 30 seconds, then it'll die, and then it'll work again, and then it'll die again real quick, that's probably going to be the thermal fuse. You can just slide those out and get a new one. I'll try to have a link in the description for that, so that way you don't have to replace the whole harness. But these machines are pretty dead simple, so I mean, it's basically just a battery, a foot switch. I think there's a gear selector in there. I don't even know if that really does anything other than select the current. And there's either 1 or 2 motors in the back. So I don't know, it's pretty dead simple. If you have any problems trying to troubleshoot anything, all you need is really a multimeter for it. So, all right, have a good one.